Hello, my readers. Hope you all are doing well. We are here to do our next adventure in reading. So, if we were in school right now, we would be taking a field trip. Now, we would need a clipboard, a piece of paper, and a pencil. If you want to grab a piece of paper and a pencil, please do it. It will definitely help. Okay, after you have your pencil and your piece of paper, I have mine right here, ready to go. Here is your job. You are going to go look outside at your back window and see it with new eyes. Look until you notice something that you really haven't noticed before, something interesting, and then draw what you see. So like if we were at school, we would take a field trip to look out our front window of our school, of our classroom, and we would see, what do we notice that we haven't noticed before? So right now, I want you to pause the video, bring your paper with you and your pencil, go look out your window, excuse me, and draw what you see. Really pay attention to those little details that you really haven't noticed. I'm going to do the same thing. Happy drawing! Okay, readers, I'm back. Hope you're back too. So, I drew my backyard. So I'm actually, here, let me take a picture of this so it'll be a little bit easier for you to see. So here is my backyard of what I noticed. So this right here is our fence in our backyard. We have a lot of big trees. We have this big tree. This is a tree right here, and this is a tree. This is our table that was made for us at our wedding, which is one of my favorite things. This right here is a ledge that you can see out of the window where I am. And these are all stumps of trees that we cut down. And here is our swing set. So that is what I noticed in our backyard. Readers, you have been in your house for years. And you've looked out that very same window so many times. Yet, you may have saw something new. Something new that I noticed was that we had all those stumps by our fence. I didn't even recognize that, and I even helped pull out those trees. Crazy. So, today, readers, what I want to teach you is that readers know that they can go back to the same place, the same page, and the same reading adventure and see something new every time they read. Readers reread. So, we are going to read chapter 3 of our book. So, as we are reading chapter 3, I want you to really think about things that you didn't notice before. We'll discuss it, and if there's some things that you noticed that I didn't point out, please write those down and share them with me. I'd love to know. So, where's Walter? Chapter 3. When the bus pulled up in the front of the aquarium, Iris said, "Look at all the people." "Hey, Walter," said Benny, "that boy is wearing a shirt just like yours." "He is," said Walter. Now what I'm noticing that his shirt is the only red one within all of these kids out here. It's like highlighted. That's really cool. And it does have a little smiley face. I bet that is the kid that gets mixed up with Walter. "Now, children, it's very crowded here, so keep your eyes on me," said Miss Cherry. The children walked down a dark hallway. Everywhere they looked, there were fish. "Ooh," they whispered. I noticed that Walter is still with the group. Do you see him with the yellow hat on? Here's Walter, still with the group. "Sharks," said Benny. "They look mean," said Iris. While the children were looking at the sharks, Miss Cherry and Jenny's mother counted everyone. "Okay, follow me." Oh, look at that. I think that's still Walter. They came to the coral reef. "Wow," said Iris and Benny. Walter could not say a word. He watched the angelfish swim and shimmer, the hermit crabs scurry, and the seagrass sway. Walter had never seen anything as wonderful as the coral reef. So he stayed back here. So I wonder if that's still him. Ooh. "Are we going to see the penguins soon?" asked Iris. That's our next stop, said Miss Cherry, and she counted everyone again. Off we go, said Miss Cherry. Well, she counted everyone, so you must be there. They walked past the starfish. They walked past the seahorses. Oh, look, there are penguins, said Iris, taking Walter's hand. Don't you think they are cute, Walter? But Walter didn't answer. You know what? I bet the reason that Walter didn't answer was because that wasn't Walter. Oh no. Iris turned around. She saw a boy. You're not Walter, said Iris. I'm Nick, said the boy. Where's my class? He asked. Iris looked all around. There were crowds of children. She could not see Walter anywhere. There you are, Nick, shouted a woman. I've been looking all over for you. Nick grabbed his teacher's hand and held on tight. Oh my goodness. So, that is not Walter. Iris ran to Miss Cherry. Miss Cherry, I can't find Walter, she said. Walter's lost. Walter's lost? Asked Jenny. I can't find him anywhere, said Iris. So we noticed in a few of the pages here, like here, Walter was so intrigued by the fish and the coral that he forgot to follow his class. I didn't even notice that the last time that we read this book. Wow. Readers, now it's your turn to give this a try. Reread a part that you've already read in one of your own books and be on the lookout for new details. Think, what else do I notice? You might say, oh, now I get it. So this is your turn to go. Now, I know I can't see you, but when you're ready, I want you to give yourself a thumbs up if you've already seen something new in your books as you're reading. So just like when I was reading Iris and Walter, every time I saw something new, I went like this, so I knew, oh my goodness, that's something new that I saw. Crazy. So when you are reading your books, I want you to really pay attention to those details that you didn't notice the first time that you read it. These can be books on Epic. These can be books on Tumble Books. These can be books that you have at home and love. It can be any book you want. When you are done, I want you to share with a partner, whether that partner be a parent, a sibling, a stuffed animal, or your pet. So readers, remember that you can go back to the same place, the same page, and the same reading adventure, and every time you return, you'll see some new things. You can read and reread your books, each time noticing more and understanding the story just a little bit better. So let's add this to our chart. Off we go. Readers go on adventures. Get ready. Take a sneak peek. Keep track of where and when. Predict what might happen next. And here is the one we did last time. Retell the important parts. Mark pages to remember. And today we are adding reread to notice more. That's a really important skill, boys and girls, to reread what you've read and to learn more, noticing more in your books. Remember when we did our word detectives? When we have Detective Bill Bookman who sent us some magnifying glasses? Act like you have that magnifying glass and really use it to figure out what you notice that is new in your books. Friends, have a great time reading your books. Remember, 20 minutes of reading on your own or with a partner. Happy reading! I'm excited to learn what you learned new in your books.